But you want to know the definition of an unheralded player? Taylor Larsen, folks. We did our All-States. He could have been an All-State wide receiver and an All-State safety. He led. Yeah. He was in the leaders in receiving yards, receiving touchdowns. Oh, and by the way, he's also in the leaders in interceptions in the state.
Yeah.
And you don't know him. He was the lowest in the vote, but he was the most deserving of this award.
How about this? We talk about this year being the year of the quarterback, which means there's a lot of passing yards. It means there's also a lot of receiving yards. And when we talk about the year of the quarterback, we think Jordan and Alta and Lehigh and all these wide open offenses. How about Taylor Larsen only had 2 games? 2 games where he did not have over 100 yards receiving. That's pretty darn good. And you look at, you mentioned one of the top 5 guys in receiving yards and receiving touchdowns, interceptions as well. Guy that plays both sides. And what a year for Taylor Larsen. We rarely talked about Skyline and that offense this year and what Larsen brought to the team. But boy, it would have been a completely different season without him. And it's about time for Taylor Larsen to get some 5A love. And here it is.
Well, I felt really good as I shared this list with a couple of friends as well after we got done. Said, hey, let me show you what we did. Not one peep. Not one peep. And he said, this kid, I had him on our first team All-State. His first team All-State as well.
Yeah.
And there was a couple others I'm sure that did it too. So if you played against Taylor Larsen, you get it.
Also, how about this? He was one of only 4 players to average over 20 yards per reception. Nakua and Holker not on that list. Speaks to the talent of Taylor Larsen.